Hello warriors, I'm Amy, I'm the Tutor Warrior, and today I thought it was about time that we broached this topic. Today, we're going to talk about the C word. Excuse me, this is a public channel. Arguably, this word is one of the filthiest words in the English language, not just in academic circles, but amongst the public more generally. It gets our hackles up, it gives us the ick. Maybe you're being told that you need to use this word even more, because you know what? Lecturers, teachers, professors, they cannot get enough of this word. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that C word. Lordy Lou. Yeah, critique. Now, what word were you thinking of? Weird. So, critique, hey? Maybe you're tired of being told that your work isn't critical enough. Maybe you're a professional who needs to look at something from all angles. Maybe you're a student losing marks because you just don't really know how to evaluate, which is basically the cornerstone of any decent essay. Or maybe you just want to be better at arguing, upskill with a really decent verbal left hook. So, critiquing, it is a really difficult skill, but we need it in all walks of life, yet it is not really being taught properly at schools, at uni. I just feel like we have very little formal education on how to actually compose a good critique. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're all very good at doing this in real life. In fact, you're probably doing it right now, but that's not going to cut it in an academic piece of work, in an essay or an assignment, or in the professional world where you're going to really need to use these skills on a daily basis in your work. Well, don't worry. That's what I'm here for. So keep watching and I'll break it down. Damn y'all. Firstly, what is a critique? Well, a critique is a response to a body of work. Now, this can mean anything, literally anything. It can mean a journal article. It can mean a performance or a song or a film. It can mean a piece of art. It can mean a book. It can mean literally anything. World's your oyster. And this critique can take a number of forms. It could be looking at the strengths and weaknesses or limitations. It could mean looking at the significance or the form, looking at the implications, its originality, its uniqueness or worth, value, its content, the intention or its integrity. Whew, that's a lot, right? So arguably there should be quite a lot to talk about, right?
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
And there are different types of critique. So you've got the academic critique, which is one that students are most used to. So looking at, published studies or theories, things like that. Secondly, you've got reviews of published works or performances, maybe like a book review or a film review, performance review, that kind of thing. And thirdly, you've got the kind of critique which you give as feedback for works in progress. I mean, whether that is, again, like a scratch night for a theatre show, or even peer review for an article that has yet to be published. Okay, so here's how to do it. Number one, establish the criteria. So if it's an essay or, a kind of piece of academic work, make sure you look at the rubric, if there is one, the guidelines, to kind of look at the criteria of what is expected of you. Number two, so observe or digest the body of work that you are critiquing. I mean, that sounds pretty obvious, right? But the number of people that don't actually go through the body of work that you need to critique is pretty mind-blowing. Go through it with a fine-tooth comb. Fine-tooth comb? Tooth comb. Just really look at it and make sure that you're getting in all the detail. When you're doing this observation or digesting of that body of work, there are a number of questions that you can ask yourself. You can ask, what is the nature of this body of work? Who is the intended audience? Why was it created or composed? Is it logically organized? What's the significance of this work? What are its strengths and weaknesses? How does it relate to other pieces of work on the same topic? Is there a theoretical framework? Is that supported by the literature? And is it really well linked to the topic being discussed? What are the limitations? What assumptions are made? And you know what? Are these assumptions actually coherently explained? Are they well supported throughout the piece? What are the qualifications of the author? What methods or methodology was used in order to thoroughly explore it, explain it, study it, all that kind of thing? Now, if it's a research article or study that you are specifically critiquing, you can check out my other video, my RAMPed video. RAMPed is the acronym that I use to make sure you've covered a wide spectrum of things to critique. In a nutshell, it stands for other research, real-world applications, methodology, participant-based, ethics and debates. Check out my other video for that. Otherwise, I appreciate that is a lot of questions to answer, but that is the point of critiquing. You're meant to be looking at it from, I don't know if I can say this enough, all angles. Number 3, third thing that you should do your research. What have other people said on this topic or about this article or body of work? Where is it situated in the research landscape or in the cultural milieu? That is, how does it compare to other things of a similar genre or style? Say that you're looking at a study that is investigating the efficacy of a new test for autism spectrum disorder or ADHD or PTSD or whatever. How does it compare to other studies that have similar tests or similar interventions? Number 4, zoom out. So have a little think about how the work, this body of work, whatever you're looking at, how it contributes to wider society. What are the implications and what is its significance? We're looking at how it contributes to an overall argument or theoretical framework. Make sure you don't forget that step. Have a little paragraph on that or weave it in throughout your piece of work or essay. Number 5, write the essay. You may have wondered why I've got to this point now, but that's because everything I've said before, that's all you're planning. So how do you write this critique? Well, first of all, you introduce the topic or body of work. Set it within its context, give a bit of background on it, its author, thorough overview, understanding or presentation of the body of work that you're looking at. And then you've got your body paragraphs. Now you can organise these however you want, whatever makes sense for your work. Maybe you'll look at it thematically with strengths in the first half of your essay and then weaknesses in the second. Maybe you'll organise it so you've got everything for one argument in the first half or in a couple of paragraphs and then counter arguments later on. Your conclusion. So wrap it all up. So summarise your key points or arguments, maybe briefly touch on the counter arguments if there were any, but zoom out and situate it within the context and move on to implications. So what needs to happen next? Maybe we need more research. I've got a whole other video on that. Check that out. And there you have it. The broad brushstrokes of how to structure a critique. Now, I know that this is hard work. I know that this is something that most students really struggle with. So please just get in touch with me if you need some more help. I can help you with your specific assignment and give you some more guidance on it. There is no secret to this. You just got to practice. I'm the Tutor Warrior. Subscribe, like, you know what to do. Bye-bye. See you next Tuesday. Below. Just try them out. You've got so much to work with, so.